First pitch swinging, and Spanner fists it up the middle for a 2-out knock. Third hit for Holy Cross, and Brown still unable to set down this Crusaders lineup in order. Spanner, fastball in, and he just pushed it straight up the middle.
Seen a decent amount of first pitch swings in this game for each team, and I think it's smart. More often than not, you're going to get a fastball, and more often than not, that pitcher is trying to get it in the zone. So Spanner, the 9-hitter, is ready for a fastball, comes in on the inner half, makes good contact, and he's aboard for the second time tonight.
Buys Scanlon an at-bat with 2 outs. Count 0-1. Scanlon with that home run we talked about earlier in game 2 of the doubleheader on Friday. Swings and misses. It's 0-2. It was a no-doubter down the right field line and gave Holy Cross the lead for good and a come-from-behind victory over the Leopards. Since that moment, he has been dialed in at the plate. 0 for 2, though, so far today. Pitch misses outside. It was his first home run in nearly a month. Had to go all the way back to that doubleheader at home against Navy back on March 30th. Something about doubleheaders bringing out the power for Scanlon. 1-2, tough take, but he lets it go for ball. See, Spanner leads off of first. He does have a stolen base already. It was his first of his college career. He's got a big lead off of first now. The 2-2 downstairs, and Spanner will get a head start with a full count and 2 away here in the 4th. From the stretch, the payoff pitch, foul to the left.
10 multi-hit games for Scanlon this year. Each of his last 2 outings against Lafayette with multiple hits.
Had a really tough start to the season, but he has turned it on when it's mattered the most, and he has drawn a 2-out walk. Spanner down to second. Even when the hits haven't been coming for Sean Scanlon, you can always fall back on him drawing walks. He leads the team in hit by pitches. He has just been an on-base machine, and he extends the inning further here in the 4th to John LaFleur.
Well, we saw our first 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 4th, and Holy Cross has yet to go down in order in this game.
1-0 on LaFleur. Sun is all but set here in Worcester on a comfortable Tuesday night, the final non-conference game of the season for the Crusaders. 1-0 was popped up and out of play.
LaFleur liked that one. Got just a tick underneath it, but a big swing. Shoots it back above the netting.
One for 2 start for the Longmeadow native. Left outside. Run on 3 hits, no errors for Holy Cross. They've left 5 on so far. 2 on, 2 out in this 4th inning, and now a 3-1 count on LaFleur as Carter Barth starting to lose a bit of that command. Dangerous Chris Belargian next. 3-1. Outside, ball 4. So that 2-out single from Spanner is parlayed into back-to-back walks for Scanlon and LaFleur, and they're all loaded up for the batting average leader in the Patriot League.
It's the 2nd straight inning that Holy Cross has loaded the bases as well. Weren't able to cash in last inning. Great play over at first base by Henshin, diving to make the stop to end the inning. But this is a much trickier spot for Barth, and It's actually really improved the control lately, Colin. His last outing with multiple walks was over a month ago at Columbia. And he has 2 walks here this evening.
So now he'll go against Belargian, who drove in his 37th run of the season in his last trip to make it a 1-0 game. That puts him in a tie for second in the Patriot League, and runs batted in with Army West Point's William Parker. First pitch fastball, and Belargian lets it go outside. Aiden Quinn leading the way. Quinn will be visiting Holy Cross this weekend when Lehigh comes to town to wrap up the regular season. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The 1-0 is lined right back up the middle into center field. This will score at least one. Scanlon going to try to score. He slides in safely. 2-run single and a 3 RBI night already for Chris Belargian. It is 3-0 Crusaders.
And Barth started this inning so well, Colin. A couple flyouts to center field, but now a parade for the Crusaders. 4 straight batters have reached, and Belargian just has a knack for clutch hitting. Able to drive in a couple more.
8 runs batted in over his last 11 innings played. Getting hot at the right time, but he's been hot all season long. Brown will make a move to the bullpen. Carter Barth departs. We'll tell you about the new reliever when we come back. Crusaders expand their lead, 3-0 in the bottom of the 4th from Worcester. 2-out rally for Holy Cross in this 4th inning. Plates a couple of runs. It was Spanner who kicked it off with a single, then Scanlon and LaFleur drew back-to-back walks to load the bases for Chris Belargian, who deposits a 2-run single into center field, chases Carter Barth from the game, and now it's the sidewinder Brendan Klein, the sophomore from Flower Mound, Texas, to try and get the final out of this inning for the Bears, who now trail at 3-0. Jimmy King coming to the plate, and David, 2-out walks, 2-out singles, wherever you want to pinpoint it, they come back to bite you, and they certainly have for Brown in this 4th inning.
Yeah, now Brendan Klein has to work with runners on the corners and 2 down, and still another really good hitter in Jimmy King coming up, who reached on a walk in the last inning. I'm looking at this Brown pitching staff, and it's not nearly as deep as Holy Cross is. Holy Cross has thrown 19 different players this year. Brown just 10, and Klein is second to last in innings pitched, just 10 1/3. And he's let up 20 earned runs in that stretch.
A 17.42 earned run average. King lines one over his head into center field. LaFleur trots home. Belargian to second. A screamer off the bat of Jimmy King makes it 4-0. That had to have an exit velo of probably triple digits.
Yeah, you said it, Colin, and this is shot back to the new pitcher, Klein. The dugout coming alive here as there was a lid on the basket, if you will, in the first few innings. No scoring with a lot of traffic, but Klein just lucky to get out of the way of that one.
First pitch to Peak is popped up, foul territory. The wind blows it a bit, but Henshin makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close, but not before Holy Cross drops a big 2-out rally on Brown. They score 3 more. We're through 4 from Fitton. 4-0 Satyrs.